Job growth is coming back in a big way. According to Paychex and IHS Markit's latest data, small business employment growth is back to pre-pandemic levels, with leisure and hospitality among the top industries. Joining us right now is Marty Musi. He's Paychex president and CEO. And Marty, what happened? That's a huge jump that you're looking at for the month of April for small business.
Well, Becky, good morning. Yeah, you're seeing first a compare over last year. You know, you're seeing a nice compare over a big hit last year, but also a very big increase March to April. And we saw that, as you mentioned, leisure and hospitality, as you would expect, as restaurants open back up and other hospitality areas open up, you see a big increase in not only in the jobs, but you were seeing wages pick up. And you probably noticed that it's very difficult to find employees right now and get them back into the workplace, especially in these jobs. And you're seeing wages pick up quite a bit in the leisure and hospitality space to be able to encourage people to come back while unemployment benefits are a little bit higher and schools aren't quite open. So it's a little bit difficult to get people back in those jobs, even as they open up.
Schools aren't quite open full time. Like, schools are open, but maybe sometimes it's not on an everyday basis. It's not on a full time basis. And that may be something that we don't see a return to until next fall.
Right. I think it's going to be challenging through the summer until schools open up on a full-time basis. So a lot of people can't quite come back to work yet in a full-time, type of situation. What you are seeing is also a lot of part-time pickup and temporary help pickup right now. We're seeing that really accelerate as we would have expected as we're seeing the jobs come back. Still a ways to go, but a very nice strength across the country, too. This is across pretty much every state. South still leads the pack as far as job growth, and construction, leisure and hospitality, other services, all supporting that growth.
You know, I know you said that this is every region, and in the South particularly, it's been strong. I kind of had this idea in my head that a lot of places in the South hadn't shut down the same way that places in the Northeast or maybe places in California had shut down. Is that a false narrative, or what does this tell you about how much small business activity you're seeing in regions like Texas and beyond?
No, I think you're right. It didn't really shut down as much. And in fact, construction was very strong in the southern states, Texas, Florida, Georgia, right through. Construction's been strong and at the top of the sector list for job growth for 27 months, for over 2 years. So it's continued to be strong. And really where you'd expect to see the biggest jump is really in the Northeast, where things shut down earlier. And now they're getting the growth back. And in the West, we are seeing that. But the South continues to have the strongest job growth across all the regions. You're also seeing lower wages in the South. It's been the highest job growth, but the lowest wages because they have fewer minimum wage increases going on in the South than you have in the Northeast or in California and the West.
Marty, are these new businesses, new small businesses, or are these existing businesses that have struggled and tried to make it through? I mean, small businesses don't often have the deep pockets that some big businesses do. What happened?
Well, it's a combination, but this index is really on a same store basis. So you're seeing these are companies, small companies under 50 employees that were in place a year ago and are in place now. So you're really seeing this good job growth in existing businesses. But as I think you know, brand new businesses, new business startups are up 70% over last year. So we're seeing a big jump in new businesses. A lot of that is people who were displaced, we're finding, have started new businesses, decided to go into other things, and have changed what their employment is going forward. This is a really positive for looking forward. And the other thing is there's still a lot of stimulus dollars on the table and available, at least through the end of this month, over $20 billion in PPP loans, as well as the restaurant grants that were just opened up yesterday and go at least through the end of this month. There's a lot of money on the table, and employee retention tax credits as well that mean a lot for small businesses to help them through.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.